Something you can always count on in Hollywood, that anytime there is any sort of failure, a decline in viewers, a loss of box office revenue, anytime this happens, you can expect, you can count on, you can put money on it that the powers that be will blame everyone but the piss poor writing, the marketing. They will blame the fans for whatever reason they can come up with at the time. And this is no different. In this article from Kotaku, of all places, Witcher producer blames young audiences, young American audience, for viewership decline. Producer Tom Baginski had some choice words about discourse over the show's simplified politics and low viewership. Now, heaven forbid you actually blame the bad writing, the lack of Henry Cavill's Witcher, a lack of Geralt. No, that couldn't possibly be it. People who tune into The Witcher, who enjoyed the Witcher games and the Witcher books, would tune in to see The Witcher on TV, on Netflix. And then you didn't give them The Witcher, so they walked away. But no, let's see what he blames it on. When the first part of The Witcher Season 3's final... Wait, what? When the first part of The Witcher Season... I gotta read this correct because he says season multiple times, like really close together. When the first part of The Witcher Season 3's final season premiered on Netflix to a significant drop in viewership because The Witcher was gone and Henry Cavill's leaving, it felt all but inevitable that the internet would plunge into insufferable online discourse over the once promising fantasy book adaptation. Insufferable. So people criticizing the show and voicing their opinions is insufferable to Kotaku. Well, I guess I gave him a little bit too much credit. And what can only be described as the real-life version of the Simpsons "Am I so out of touch" meme, the executive producer... Oh, okay, maybe they redeemed themselves. The executive producer of the show has chimed in on the conversation by putting blame on American audiences and TikTok users because, heaven forbid, we look in the mirror. Last October, Netflix announced that Henry Cavill would not be returning for season 4, and people checked out. Half your audience checked out right then and there. And would be replaced by Liam Hemsworth as its titular monster slayer, Geralt of Rivia. I don't know why, because Geralt of Rivia is barely in the show. Netflix stretched out his final curtain call as Geralt by splitting up the third season into 2 parts and apparently sidelining him in the final episode. While the exact reason behind Cavill's departure, blah, blah. We all know what was wrong. Everybody's been talked about ad nauseum. Some fans think yes. So, Witcher producer says simplified plot is necessary for American audiences. You prick, for lack of a better term. It's the American audience, partially, mostly, a good bit, that revitalized the Witcher franchise. The game. Of course, when the Netflix series came out, people started buying the game more. They started buying the books and learning more about I guess apparently it's a complicated plot in the books, maybe in the video games. But oh no, let's simplify it for the dumb American audiences that bought the Witcher game, that bought the books. Whatever. In a recent interview with Polish news site, I'm not even going to try. I'm going to try. Wyborcza? Sure. Producer Tomek Baginski, whatever, explained that behind-the-scenes events like script rewrite after an actor got sick led to a lot of, quote, controversial decisions being made in the show. If you're saying you rewrote because Henry Cavill got sick, well, no, you don't rewrite the show when the star gets sick. You wait for the star not to be sick because that's your cash cow. That's your golden goose. You don't sideline your golden goose. You don't sideline the reason why people are tuning into the show just because he gets sick. You wait. You postpone. You wait. Yeah. While Baginski says he understands why viewers who read the books would be hurt by sudden changes in the show, the decision to simplify plot points like The Witcher's expansive geopolitics is often necessary when a series is made for a huge mass of viewers. Stop insulting the customer. This is the same thing with animated shows. Stop insulting children. The cartoons I grew up on were not dumbed down. It was cartoon. There was a lot of silly little messages in there, but there was also a message, a mature lesson to be learned in a good bit of what I grew up on. And to stop dumbing down shit. Let people figure it out. And if they don't figure it out, they'll find a way. People figure it out. Necessary when a series is made for a huge mass of viewers with different experiences from different parts of the world, and a large part of them are Americans. So Americans are too stupid to understand your intellectual smarty writing. Okay. I had the same perceptual block when I presented Hardcore 44, never made variation of the Warsaw Uprising, okay, abroad years ago, and tried to explain there was an uprising against Germany, but the Russians were across the river, blah, blah, blah. Huh? For Americans, it was completely incomprehensible? Too complicated? Oh, because you're smartsies than her. Okay. Baginski continued saying, simplification of plot points are just as painful for writers as it is for viewers. Then don't do it. Put your product out there for everyone to see. And if it's written well, people will figure it out. If you dumb it down, you're going to turn off the fans of the original work, and they're not going to recommend it to their friends. Necessary. No, it's not necessary for larger audiences. It isn't the first time. Oh, okay, so he likes to blame Americans for stuff. This isn't the first time Baginski has blamed American sensibilities for certain show plot points. In another interview, he singled out Season 2's low viewership as a byproduct of younger viewers who frequent social media sites like YouTube and TikTok having short attention spans. Yep, let's not, heaven forbid, let's not blame the writing. When it comes to shows, the younger public is the logic. Wait, the logic of the plot is less significant. Really? Oh my goodness, you do not understand who your fan base is. The fan base for the show is ladies who want to see Henry Cavill in leather pants and fans of the original work, the source material. And when you continuously deviate further and further away from the source material, those fans are going to check out and go find something else. They're going to go back to the books that they love so much. They're going to go back to the game that brought them to watch this show. And by denying that fact and trying to blame short attention spans, well, that's ridiculous. Interviewer chimed in, said they were part of an age range that viewers... Wait a minute, let's skip it. When it comes to the show, yeah, these people grew up on TikTok and YouTube. They jump from video to video, adding that young folks gravitate more towards just emotions, blaming everybody else, you narcissistic prick. Gaslighting, 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 gaslighting. When the interviewer chimed in and said they were part of the age range of the viewers Baginski was talking about, the producer replied saying, okay, so it's time to be serious. Dear children, what you do to yourselves makes you less resilient for longer content, for long and complicated chains of cause and effect. My goodness. I bet that's going to get everybody to go after and watch anything else he's putting out. What a pretentious twat. Tomac Baginski, you are arrogant, self-absorbed, narcissistic, gaslighting douchebag who is only interested in blaming everyone else for your shortcomings. You made the decision to, I guess, dumb down and then want to blame a lack of attention span for poor writing, lack of Geralt of Rivia, and now you're reaping what you sow. Whatever decisions you decided to make, the changes to the original story, disrespecting the source material, whether that is the reason Henry Cavill walked away, it is definitely the reason the viewers walked away, and now you're paying for it. But what do I know? Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one.